This is LA's first.
Live from Los Angeles, welcome to the Dr. Erin Show. We're all about manifestation, transformation, and breakthroughs. It's time to claim your birthright of prosperity, vitality, and love. So grab your tea or coffee because together we're awakening the world. May you live your truth. Do you desire to have a life of total ease, residual money, lasting health, lasting love? Well, if you do, you definitely want to listen to this podcast. Welcome to Dr. Erin Podcast. We come together each day to know the truth, live on spiritual principle, and align with universal law. We truly believe that when somebody awakens, they have a gift and message to bring to the world, and together we're awakening the world. So today we're talking about universal law of cosmic creation. This is a series. This is 45 of 52 series, universal law of cosmic creation. This is the deal, you guys. Over the course of creation and recreation, there is a perpetual bond within consciousness. This ceaseless and persistent cause is held in the intelligence of the matrix. This law is what allows gravity and the physical earth to exist. This is what makes creating a physical object possible without having to keep creating it. So what does this mean to us? Why do I care about universal law of cosmic creation? The truth is that what we do over and over again becomes the consciousness that creates a bond, and it can happen on an individual level. It is what we create and leave our legacy in the world, and it's what we create as we've created the universe and gravity and all the above. And so what does this mean exactly? Well, I just went down, I was on vacation, and I ended up visiting a friend I hadn't seen for years and years. Well, actually, I'd seen him for years, but I've known him for years and years. I hadn't seen him for years. But anyway, adorable, amazing, incredible human being, but so neurotic. And it made me realize, he was just neurotic. Everything was about saving money. Everything, if you gave him a compliment on what he was wearing, he would tell you how he got a great deal on it and how he had saved thousands of dollars. Every single thing, his car. Oh, I like your car. Great. I got this great deal on it. Let me tell you how much I saved on this, car. Oh, I like your home. Great. I got it for this great, amazing deal. Everything. It was so neurotic. I was like, oh my gosh. And I realized, looking at my friends that are, in their 40s and how neurotic we have all become, in good ways and in bad ways. At the same time, I could take a look at my friend and say, oh my gosh, he has taken such good care. He probably has like a body of a 20-year-old and is a model and all this stuff. So you could take a look at the neurotic aspect of him that is amazing, that has created a life where has incredible health. And literally has created, his health is amazing, his body, everything. He literally is like a 20-year-old model, okay, who's somebody who's in their 40s, right? And you can also take a look at what he's created perpetually and how it's created this kind of neurotic thing around money and objects and things. So the point is that what we choose to create over time is what bonds in us. And so we have to take a look at what is cosmic creation, because yes, if we create something into existence like a table, for example, how does a table stay in existence? We don't have to keep creating the table. We create it one time and it's created, right? And it will, of course, probably start to fall apart, hundreds of years down the line or whatever. But the point is that there is something that holds it together in the particles, just as if in each of our cells, there is a cosmic creation as well. And so we have to understand that how does this work? How does this work from a conscious perspective? So how things are held together is atoms themselves are made of particles that basically bond together through, nuclear forces, if you will. Nuclear energy. What is nuclear energy? It's part of the nucleus of energy, right? Nuclear energy is energy in the nucleus, the core of an atom. There is this erroneous energy that bonds and holds atoms together and holds and tells the intelligence of everything to do. This is how gravity was created. This is how the forces of nature, this is the elements and all the above. And you are that. You are, within you lives the intelligence of the entire universe. And so we have to recognize, what does this mean exactly? This means that we don't have to constantly create. We use our energy to create what we want to create, knowing that there's going to be a cosmic creation to everything. What we do over and over again becomes a habitual ways of our life. It is the intelligence. We don't have to, remember to walk each time. We have done it over and over as children. And now our entire body, our muscles, our everything understands how to create that without any effort whatsoever. We create a table into existence, and it stays created. So the point is, what is the point, right? The point is that you get to create in your perpetual way, and you get to reap what you have created, right? We reap what we have sown. And so my friend that I saw, who's an amazing, extraordinary human being, I mean, I'm looking at his life and I'm looking at my friends and I'm looking at all of us and I'm going, wow, you can really see what people have created over time. Some of my friends have created being addicts, right? And they reap what they've sown, and their life is hard. I see other friends that have created, residual income and created families that are working, and maybe part of their life is really great and some of it's not so great, but they clearly have created this cosmic creation in that they don't have to do any effort. It's like this, it's just on autopilot now, right? So my invitation for you is to take a look at what you're creating on a cosmic level. Truly, what are you creating into existence that you don't need to even make any effort into anymore, that just works for you? And we teach this a lot in wealth principles, right? Teaching you to create passive income, that money works for you and it just happens when you're sleeping. You could be making money. It's one of the pros and cons is as you get older, you take a look at what have you created? What have you been putting your effort into that is working for you, that just happens without you, right? And so again, do you desire to have a life of ease? Or have you created your life to be constant struggle? No matter what you do, you've created drama and trauma and all the above in your life, and it just is working for you. You have triggers, you have reactions, you have all the above because it's what you've created in every cell of your body. It's who you be, a big reaction, right? Or are you creating ease in the cosmic creation, where your body is programmed, your subconscious mind is programmed to stay in peace no matter what? Is that the muscle that you've built in your consciousness? Do you have residual money coming in, or are you constantly on the hamster track of a rat race of, paying for bills and liabilities? And this is what you've created for yourself on a cosmic level, right? Lasting health. Do you have lasting health? Or is it a constant like going to the doctor and getting the next pill that has more side effects and more side effects and the residual of that? And do you have lasting love? Meaning that do you come from love, or are you constantly in the ups and downs of programmed love? Cosmic creation, and it is in you. The entire universe lives in every cell of your body. You can create whatever you create, and it's going to keep creating without any effort whatsoever because it is truly what you have informed it. Nuclear energy is nucleus, and the core of all nucleus and all creation of all first cause is consciousness, is spirit, is your true self. And so my invitation today is to take a look into your future. What is it that you want to experience? What do you want to have on autopilot for your life? What is that? And if you choose to have residual money, residual health, residual things, what are the choices you're making today to create that into existence on autopilot? What do you choose to leave the world? Do you choose to create and build a mansion, a temple, something to give back to the world that is a creation physical form, not meaning that's good or bad? What is it that you're creating into existence? The truth is that within you is the same source that created gravity and the stars. And that was all from the creating of bonds at a core elemental level. And in that, we've created the law of the universe and these axioms and this dynamic of having a game in this thing called life, with boundaries, with rules, with regulations of how energy and how physics work in this world. Now you get to keep creating. And what do you want to create from a cosmic creation? Okay. If we did not have order, there would just be particles floating around all around, right? So it indicates that you can exhale and know that your efforts will lessen, that whatever it is that you put your energy into, you don't have to keep creating it. It will create upon itself. Create assets, not liabilities, and witness the perpetual giving of prosperous fruit, right? Create an environment that enables your greatness, and you will simply be great. Create objects that can contribute to the highest good and don't take away from Mother Earth, and you'll begin to reap the rewards of what you're creating without any effort whatsoever. The universe is your canvas to paint your masterpiece. What are you going to paint? Because that masterpiece is going to hang on your wall and look and glare in your face. What are you creating for yourself? Are you creating neurotic things, or are you creating beautiful things? I'm not here to judge whether my friend is neurotic or not about whether he saves money. For him, that is what he chooses to create in his cosmic creation. And that's great for him. For another person, we're looking to be like, oh my gosh, that's so neurotic, right? The point is that you get to create what you want to create. But what do you want to experience 5 years, 10 years, 20 years down the road? What do you want to create? Because each and every thought, everything that you direct into your consciousness, your subconsciousness, and you create for your life is what is going to be your cosmic creation. We're constantly creating the automation, and it's just going to go on autopilot. What do you want to put on autopilot? That is the cosmic creation. So simply knowing this in mind and heart, I simply know that you get to be the creator. You get to be the nuclear energy that creates the bonds and informs every single atom, every single particle, every single element in the universe. You get to do that. I simply know this in mind. As together we say, and so it is. All right, you guys, have a beautiful day, and may you live your truth. And if you're somebody who desires to get developed in learning how to launch and scale your business online, I highly recommend our leadership program. It opens quarterly, and I'm also getting trained in as a spiritual coach. You learn how to facilitate the famous E4 trauma method and help people birth their truth, releasing their traumas and getting really clear, helping them develop, as a CEO of their personal and professional life. And I simply know this as we have a great, great program. Spiritual practitioners, amazing. I love diving into universal law, all the science of mind and unity, and understanding how the beliefs are basically projecting into somebody's life and how they can change their beliefs and change their entire life. And then the ministerial program is about teaching all this truth, preaching and teaching the truth. And then the Doctor of Divinity program is developing the E4 trauma method and your own teaching to birth to the world, whether that be a book, whether that be different modalities that have not been brought to the universe. I simply know that you are the greatest spiritual leader because you are the truth. Okay. Have a beautiful day, and may you live your truth. Thank you for tuning in to Soulciety and Dr. Erin podcast. If you've had a calling to be a spiritual leader or coach, you can go to soulciety.com and check out our free training. If you've received value here, I would love it if you take a moment and give a 5-star review. In exchange, I have a ton of free gifts for you. Grab your free Awakening book, 40 guided meditations, and digital manifesting masterclass. I also have a free money meditation and worksheet for you so you can begin to break through your scarcity mindset and claim your birthright of prosperity. You can get all of your gifts and learn about our upcoming transformational events in my bio link in both Instagram and Facebook. That's under drerin.tv, which is DRERIN.tv. Also, I'd love to invite you into our free private community on Facebook under groups called Soulciety. That is facebook.com/groups/Soulciety. That's SOULCIETE. Have a divine day, and may you live your truth.